You know that feeling when the day just flies by? You wake up, check your phone, go to school or work, come back home, and suddenly it's 10 p.m. And you're like, where did my time even go? Well, what if I told you that you'd be able to stop this cycle right after finishing this video? Over the past few weeks, I've been experimenting with some small things that help me get more stuff done, even when my schedule is insane. So let's talk about how to be productive when you literally have no time. And by the way, the last tip might actually be the game changer. Part 1, the no time problem. Here's the thing, most of the time it's not that we don't have time, it's just that we don't use it in a way that actually helps us. Our days are filled with these tiny scattered pockets of time, like 5 minutes waiting for the bus, 10 minutes waiting for your food to warm up, but we don't really count them. Tell ourselves we'll do things when we finally have time, but that perfect free time never comes. And what's worse is the guilt that comes with it. That feeling of, I could have done more, even though you've literally been moving all day. That's when it hit me. It's not about having more time, it's about using the time you already have more intentionally. And doing this is incredibly easy. Let's say you want to read more books, but you never have the time to sit down, pick up a book, and read peacefully. Oh, that's not a problem anymore because in 15 minutes, you get PDF, EPUB, and audiobook summaries for over 10,000 essential titles, which literally take 15 minutes to read or listen to. The summaries drive you to the most important parts of the book. This way, you can listen to your book of choice on your way to school or work. Isn't that amazing? But what if you want to improve your English skills? 50 Minutes AI also helps you with that, as all of the summaries are in English. Using 50 Minutes AI has really leveled up my game. Now I can spot the key ideas from my favorite books, learn more about their authors, and even find quotes that get me going. You can also browse books based on their category. The pricing plans include a monthly membership, yearly membership, and lifetime access. Make sure to check 50 Minutes AI using the link on the screen or by clicking in the description below. Part 2, the micro momentum trick. Whenever I feel busy or overwhelmed, I try to make the task easier. Like, instead of saying I have to write my 500-word essay, I'll tell myself I just open a notebook. Or instead of I'll clean my room, I say I'll just put away one thing. It sounds silly, but once you've started, your brain gets this little boost. It's like, okay, we're already doing this, so it might as well just keep going. That's momentum, and it actually tricks your brain to being more productive. So instead of forcing myself to do complicated tasks, I started thinking smaller, like, what can I do with the tiny pieces of time that I actually have? That shift changed everything for me. And even if you only end up doing that one small thing, it's still progress. That tiny action breaks the cycle of I'll do it later and builds the habit of showing up, even when you don't have much time. The next tip is actually related to this one, which is part 3, the sprint method. Another thing that really helps me when I feel like I have no time is something that I call focus sprints. Basically, it's giving yourself a super short, intense block of time to get something done, like 15 or 20 minutes, and saying, I'm only going to focus on this one thing for this long. The trick is, you don't have to do a perfect job or finish the whole task. You just have to show up. Setting that tiny limit actually makes it easier to start because your brain knows there's an end in sight. For example, if I have 20 minutes before leaving for training, I'll pick one small task, organizing my desk, planning a video, or creating flashcards, and just go. By the time the timer is up, I've already made progress, and most of the time I end up doing even more than I planned. Consistently doing these sprint sessions actually helps with finishing more tasks in a smaller amount of time compared to just trying to complete them without a set time limit. The cool thing is, doing these mini sprints consistently adds up. Even if it feels like nothing, over the week, all these short focused boards become real progress. Part 4. Don't wait for motivation, build systems. Okay, here's the big one that a lot of people overlook. Don't wait to feel motivated to get things done. Honestly, motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, and if you wait for it, a lot of time just slips away. Some days you feel pumped, other days you won't even want to get out of bed. And that's totally normal. That's when systems come into play. Building small, repeatable systems makes it easier to do things automatically. Like having a set place to study, a morning routine you follow without thinking, or a short 15-minute window to plan your day. Using systems works because you're creating a habit, and this way you do things faster without even realizing it. Your actions become a simple system that your brain follows blindly. James Clear explains this in depth in Atomic Habits. I really recommend reading it, or listening to the 15-minute summary. It really levels up your life. The key is consistency over intensity. Even if you don't feel like it, showing up and following your system makes more progress happen. Over time, those tiny habits stack up and you start getting things done without relying on motivation at all. And suddenly, you made more progress than you ever thought was possible. Personally, this is why I love tools like 50 Minutes AI. It turns learning and reading into a quick, structured system for when I don't have a big chunk of time. Even if I'm tired or busy, I can still make meaningful progress in just 50 minutes. Okay, last but not least is part 5, habit stacking. Hear me out, if you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. Habit stacking has become one of my favorite tricks for boosting productivity. Instead of trying to find extra time, combine something new with something that you already do. Like listening to podcasts while cleaning or doing affirmations while getting ready. You're already doing those things. You're just layering a tiny bit of growth on top. I found that listening to a podcast in the morning on my way to school actually boosts my mood for the day and it motivates me to start working toward my best self. Also, if you're trying to learn a new language and you find yourself using technology a lot, then Lufe.ai is your new productivity best friend. It's a small translation browser extension featuring bilingual reading for web and social media platforms, select to translate, text translation, image translation, video translation, and PDF translation, making it an essential tool for anyone looking to enhance their language skills with no extra study time. All you have to do is enable the browser extension and you're good to go. Make sure to check it out, the link on my screen or in the description below. And that's it, a few ways to be productive even when your day feels completely packed. The key isn't doing everything perfectly, it's about taking small intentional steps every day. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this: making the most of even tiny pockets of time can really add up. I also recommend using tools like 15 Minutes AI for that. It lets you learn in just 15 minutes, even on your busiest days. I'll leave the link below if you want to check it out. It's honestly a game changer. Remember, small consistent actions beat big bursts of effort every time. You've got this.